Welcome to another edition of Litter Media Live. I'm Dan Ramey. Good to have you with us. And flying solo today, so fingers are crossed that everything goes A-OK. Our Aaron Glannon is on assignment right now, so he is out preparing for what we hope tomorrow will work out beautifully. We hope to be doing this show on location at Petland on North Bridge Street tomorrow, as we finally introduce you to this year's Pet of the Year for 2025. I know Jesse and Jesse's owner are very excited and looking forward to receiving the award, which we will be making tomorrow at Petland on North Bridge Street in Chillicothe. So you stay tuned for all of that. In the meantime, we've got had a meeting earlier today with the sheriff of Ross County and also Huntington Local Schools Superintendent Pete Ruby and George Lavender. We'll play some of that for you coming up in a moment. Of course, Huntington was very much in the news yesterday due to a bomb scare. I had the opportunity to sit in on the briefing session as the school officials and also the sheriff's office and his brass sat down and they took a look at how things went, and we'll hear what they had to say coming up in just a bit, and I'll have that entire interview for you available on our YouTube channel and here on Facebook a little bit later on today. But in the meantime, let's take a look at how the weather is shaping up for you. I did hear the rain has picked up outdoors. Chance of rain throughout the day. Temperatures to reach around 43. Now, they're going to turn colder for us into the evening hours. We could see 1 to 2 inches of snow by tomorrow morning. So keep an eye out for that, and of course watch for snow emergencies and everything. There should be some snow on the roadway. Hopefully it'll be the wet type of snow that doesn't create any difficulties. Then tomorrow, even colder temperatures, 27 for a high, and it'll be windy, so expect to have those wind chills around 0. A little warmer for Friday with a high temperature and back up near 40, breezy with some snow flurries throughout the day. So that's what we are shaping up for, and we are doing our best to prepare for that weather, and we hope you are too. Coming up here shortly, we'll take a look at what's making news for us today, but first we want to tell you about Accurate Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, your trusted comfort advisor. Now, here's all you need to do. If you have an issue with your heater, with your cooling system, or your plumbing system, residential or commercial, simply click on this ad anywhere you see it on our website. That is littermedia.com. And when you click there, it will take you right to their website, accuratehvac.com, where you can learn more about their what the services they provide. If you're just deciding, you know what, I just want to check them out, you can do that. But once you've checked them out, you will certainly want to give them a call. Accurate Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. News is next.
At Tomlinson Insurance, we've been protecting families, farms, and businesses since 1853. From auto, home, farm, life, or health, we tailor coverage that fits your world. With multiple carriers to meet your insurance needs. Real people, real service, local agents who can answer the phone and care when it matters most. Tomlinson Insurance. Let our history be your future. Call or stop by today.
I was looking for a first job. I had been babysitting and decided it was something for a little more permanent. It pays very well. It's convenient. You can make your own schedule with the flexibility. That's something that I like. The people that I work with are great. I wouldn't ask for a better crew or management team to work for.
Introducing the Petland Litter Media Pet of the Week. We want to put your pet in the spotlight. Pets with paws to pets with fins. If they gallop, crawl, or slither, play fetch, or simply curl up and snuggle. Send us a photo of your pet and we'll announce a new pet each week. And one pet will be crowned Pet of the Year. To nominate your pet, visit littermedia.com. Click on Pet of the Week. Tell us about your pet and be sure to include a photo. Watch Litter Media Live each Thursday for the announcement of the Petland Litter Media Pet of the Week. No purchase necessary. Contest applications must be from Ohio residents and at least 18 years old.
The Bean Foundation wants to raise awareness about suicide prevention by sharing 988. Trained crisis counselors are available to talk 24/7, 365 days a year. 988. Save the number. Save a life. To learn more about the Bean Foundation, click on this ad on littermedia.com.
Welcome back. Most of what you see and hear on Litter Media Live, you can find on our website at littermedia.com. Check out some of the stories we're going to be sharing for you today or with you today. But also, some of that stuff that doesn't make it onto our website, we share on our Facebook and X pages. You'll also find our YouTube channel. All that link information is in the upper right-hand corner of our littermedia.com. So make sure you go there. Earlier this morning, as I mentioned to you, I met with Huntington Superintendent, speaking of Pete Ruby, and Ross County Sheriff George Lavender. This was about the dismissal of their students yesterday due to an active threat that was taking place at Huntington schools. Here's part of that conversation.
Our office actually received two calls. The first one, it sounded like a person was reading from a script and got confused on it and he hung up. Within 6 minutes later, he called back and said that there was a bomb at the Huntington school and that we needed to find that bomb and defuse it before people was killed. At that point in time, our dispatchers made the command staff aware of it and was calling Huntington School to make them aware of it, that there was a bomb threat at their school system.
And as a superintendent, Pete, that's a call you don't want to receive, first of all, but the call you get from the sheriff's office, your plan starts going into motion.
Absolutely. We work on a plan every year. We review it every year. We make sure that our protocols are in place. And, once we receive the call from the Ross County Sheriff, we put that plan into action. And we immediately removed our kids, evacuated them, got them to the safe place, away from the school district, away from the building. And from there, constant communication with the Sheriff's Department, within the whole organization, continue to play out within our plan. So one of the good things about our staff is they take it very seriously. We care very much about the safety of our students as well as our staff, and that comes first. And working alongside with the Sheriff's Department and their rapid response and putting our plan into place, I think the development of that plan and the implementation was phenomenal.
All parties were pleased with the quick response of law enforcement and the administration members' execution of the school's evacuation plan. Schools are required by the state to have such plans in place and are exercised through drills to prepare them. The entire interview with Pete Ruby and George Lavender will be available this afternoon on our YouTube channel and here on our Facebook page. As Ohio braces for another round of extreme cold later this week, the Ohio Department of Commerce Division of the State Fire Marshal is urging Ohioans to take precautions when heating your homes, especially when using alternative heat sources like space heaters, fireplaces, and wood stoves. Last winter in Ohio, there were 108 fires that were attributed to space heaters. Nationwide, and the National Fire Protection Association reports heating equipment as the second leading cause of home fires, as well as the second leading cause of home fire deaths during the winter months, with cooking and smoking materials being the top causes, respectively. You can check our web story at littermedia.com for tips with space heaters, fireplaces and wood stoves, and smoke and carbon monoxide alarms as well. Ohio Governor Mike Tomlin and Lieutenant Governor Jim Tressel yesterday announced the launch of a new seatbelt campaign, reminding Ohioans about the importance of buckling up. According to the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, seatbelts have saved over 375,000 lives since 1975. Last week, Governor DeWine announced the traffic fatalities have decreased in Ohio for the fourth consecutive year. But the data also shows that crashes involving vehicles outfitted with seatbelts, nearly 62% of individuals killed from 2021 to 25 chose not to wear a safety belt, equating to nearly 2,500 people. The Ross Chillicothe Convention and Visitors Bureau is seeking nominations for the 2026 Pineapple Awards. These awards celebrate individuals who have demonstrated outstanding contributions to the tourism and hospitality industry by consistently going above and beyond daily expectations. Nominations must be submitted by 3 p.m. on March 16th of 2026. They will be reviewed by an impartial panel of judges based solely on the stories included in the nomination forms, ensuring a fair and unbiased evaluation process. All nominees will be honored and winners will be announced during the 2026 Ross Chillicothe Pineapple Awards ceremony. And the date for that is Monday, May 4th of 2026. As a part of the Ross Chillicothe Convention and Visitors Bureau's Tourism Banquet. And to find out more on how to nominate someone, just simply check out our website, littermedia.com. There are 2 concerts at the Majestic Theatre in Chillicothe this weekend. On Friday night, country music star Brian White takes the stage at the Majestic Theatre at 7:30. Then the Ultimate Eagles Tribute Band, Out of Eden, makes a return trip to Chillicothe, performing live on Saturday, that also at 7:30 p.m. Tickets are available at majesticchillicothe.net. Adena PTO presents Bingo Night tomorrow evening at 6 p.m. You must be 18 years of age or older to play. The cost is $30 for 10 9-face games. Pool tabs and additional games are $1 each. This has been a long time coming, but we are excited to hear that the Ross County Humane Society officially has a move-in date for their new building. They're also in need of storage totes. Ideally, they're looking for 60-quart clear totes, but larger sizes work too, as long as they are clear, so they'll be able to look through the totes to be able to find what they have stored in them. If you're out and about and feel like tossing a few in your cart for them, they would be beyond grateful. The Ohio Department of Natural Resources, ODNR Division of Wildlife, is accepting submissions for the Ohio Wetlands Habitat Stamp Art Competition. That's going on through Sunday, February 1st of this year. The winner of this year's competition will have their work featured on the 2027 Ohio Wetlands Habitat Stamp. Our story at littermedia.com has all the details, including the ages for those of you who want to participate, and the styles that they're looking for, and the forms of media that you can perform as well. The winner will be chosen on Saturday, February 14th, so don't delay. A panel of judges with a conservation background will be making those choices. And the Ohio Department of Transportation District 9's Planning Department is seeking public input for a culvert replacement project on State Route 279. That's over in Jackson County. For a culvert replacement project there between Sardis Road and Flat Woods Road in Jackson County. Again, more details available at littermedia.com on this and many other of our stories here today. Just ahead, we'll take a look at what's making news for you in the way of sports. Details are coming up in just a bit.
It's the details that make the difference between good enough and simply the best. At Skag Power Equipment, the difference is in designing lawnmowers with your convenience and comfort in mind. At Skag, we believe that quality and substance matter, and that you'll appreciate the attention to detail and craftsmanship we put into every single product. Thick steel and heavy-duty components provide you with unmatched reliability and performance. Skag, simply the best.
Mark came to the Adena Orthopedic and Spine Institute in severe arm pain from a degenerative disc. Minimally invasive spinal surgery got him back to what matters most. At Adena, we do what we love, so you can too.
Find a career you love with Pickaway Ross Adult Education. Skilled trades careers are in high demand with no signs of slowing down. Pickaway Ross offers career training programs with expert instructors and hands-on learning tactics to create a variety of opportunities. Visit our website for more information.
Tecumseh. Fascinating. Captivating. Mesmerizing. Tecumseh.
Life. It can get on top of you quickly, can't it? But with 211, it only takes one step to get connected to the help you need. 211 is always available to help. So get in touch today.
Time now for sports, and of course we jump right into the. Let me make sure I'm pushing this correctly. I have to find the right thing. There it is. Taking a look at the Haynes Total Health Care Center High School scoreboard. You can find all the stories and all the scores that we have available for you on our website, littermedia.com. Miami Trace is a winner over Waverly in boys basketball last night. Jackson knocks off Wheelersburg 67-57. A win for Ross County Christian Academy. Also Portsmouth, a winner over Eastern Pike. Western Pike picks up a win. Northwest, Portsmouth West, South Webster, Sims Valley, all with non-league wins last night. In the SVC, Unioto continues to lead the way with a 49-24 win over Adena. St. Trace is a winner over Piketon, 74-42. Huntington took Southeastern, and Westfall a winner over Paint Valley. Mid-State League basketball, Fairfield Union a winner over Logan Elm, 47-41. That puts them in first place now of the Mid-State League Buckeye Division. Circleville keeping pace with a 61-26 win over Amanda Clear Creek in Hamilton Township, a winner 59-49. Again, you can see all these scores and more when you go to littermedia.com. Back to the Mid-State League boys basketball race. Circleville and Bloom Carroll are a half game back of Fairfield Union. The Falcons sit atop at 5-1. Circleville and Bloom Carroll are chasing them. And wins last night for Circleville, but Bloom Carroll did not play. Bloom Carroll is preparing for Circleville, and we will be in Carroll for this action on Friday night to bring you all of it on Litter Media Radio. Again, I'll have coverage starting about 7:15 here for high school sports. Litter Media Radio, again, starting about 7:15. This was tough news. This is a super, super, super nice guy. After 11 seasons with the Braves, Logan Elm's Terry Holbert is heading back to his alma mater to become the new head football coach of the Trimble Tomcats. While Holbert's overall record at Logan Elm was below 500 during those 11 seasons, his teams had a 3-year stretch of going 29-6 with 3 consecutive playoff appearances from 2022, 23, and 24. Holbert will be taking over a Tomcats program which finished 7-5 last season, and he replaces his former coach who's been at for 30 years at Trimble as well. So congratulations. I hate losing this guy amongst our local coaches because he is a lot of fun to talk with. Pretty good basketball analyst as well. He sat in on a broadcast with me last year and much appreciated. Tays Valley's Palmer Hamilton recently set a new school record for not just the butterfly, but also for the backstroke in the pool. Congratulations, Palmer, and keep up the good work up at Tays Valley. Southeastern Panthers looking for a new head volleyball coach. Taylor Pepin led the team to a 4th-place finish in the SVC this past season and a 15-10 mark overall last October. Interested persons on filling this vacancy are asked to submit a letter of interest and a resume to Athletic Director Brian Alley. The application deadline is February 20th. Well, the AFC North looks a lot different, losing its third head coach yesterday. After 19 seasons, Pittsburgh's Mike Tomlin steps down. Other changes included Baltimore's John Harbaugh after 18 seasons and Cleveland's Kevin Stefanski after 6 seasons. That leaves Cincinnati's Zach Taylor as the longest tenured coach in the AFC right now in the North, with his 8th season at Cincinnati. Columbus Bluejackets changed head coaches, and instantly they come up with a victory. 5-3 win over Calgary last night. The CBJ are back on home ice Thursday night with Vancouver. In other sports-related notes to share with you, the Ohio State women are back home with Penn State tonight, and that'll be on the Big Ten Network if you're wanting to see the game in action, if you can't get up there in person. And the Cleveland Cavaliers are in Philadelphia tonight to take on the 76ers. And I have a correction to make from yesterday. We were talking about Ben Hartsock and making his only touchdown reception in the National Football League. He was wearing a Titans uniform, but not the Tennessee Titans. Here's where I incorrectly identified. I call them the New Jersey Titans. Well, the New York Jets play in New Jersey, so do the New York Giants, but at the time, the throwback uniform he was wearing was for the New York Titans, not the New Jersey Titans. I apologize. I wanted to make good on that. The New Jersey Titans, by the way, I think are a minor league team, which some might think back in the 1940s, that's what the franchise might have been there with the New York Titans. All right, coming up in a moment, we'll stay with football for this date in history, but we also have 2 we're going to share with you, one for football and another for basketball, things that happened on this date in history. Litter Quality Propane, nearly 100 years of serving propane users in southern and central Ohio. Reliable supply, reliable service, reliable people. Check them out at litterpropane.com. Coming up in a moment, this date in history on Litter Media Live. The Pike County Career and Technology Center provides hands-on, skilled trades training with engaging curriculums and endless possibilities. From automotive technology, carpentry, business management, to culinary arts and interactive media. From electricity, welding, HVAC, engineering, and medical technology, to pre-nursing, basic food service, and public safety. We're preparing our youth for America's workforce through today's technology. To learn more about Pike County CTC, visit pikectc.org.
Our financial lives have never been more complex, and some decisions just can't wait, which is why our K&B Mobility app gives you instant access to the financial tools you need wherever you are. Get a clear picture of all of your accounts, check your daily transactions, receive account alerts, and much more. So no matter where you are or what you are doing, you can make the best decisions for you and your financial goals. Download our Kingston National Bank Mobility app today.
Discover Ross County. From the breathtaking outdoor adventures to the historic sights of Chillicothe and family-friendly events and festivals. Explore more at visitchillicotheohio.com or download the free mobile app today.
As a professional race car driver, I live for speed, power, and performance on and off the track. That's why I use the Dixie Chopper, the world's fastest lawnmower. Race into your local dealership today and test drive a new Dixie Chopper.
Week, we'll announce the Neil Coleman Insurance Wyandotte Mutual Litter Media Player of the Week, presented by Homeland Credit Union. And in December, we'll announce the Player of the Year. Nominate any amateur athlete by visiting littermedia.com and click on Player of the Week. You'll also see the players we've named throughout the year. Make your nomination today for the Neil Coleman Insurance Wyandotte Mutual Litter Media Player of the Week, presented by Homeland Credit Union. That's the slide for the start of our show. And it is January 14th, 2026. Why not use that to take us into this date in history, right? Well, it was on this date in history. Let me go here. There we go. The 1972 season for the Miami Dolphins, they won Super Bowl VII against the Washington Redskins, who had gone 11-3 on the season. But it was a perfect season for the Miami Dolphins. And there you see, 17-0. And Bob Greasy was leading the way for the football Dolphins. And they still get together, and they'll pop a cork as soon as the last undefeated team that year loses. They say, once again, we've made it. And they'll pop the champagne bottle and continue to celebrate being the NFL's only undefeated team. So congratulations to them, the Miami Dolphins, that is, who's looking for a new head coach because they weren't undefeated this year. Also on this date in history, this comes to us from the Ohio High School Athletic Association, as they say, on this date in OHSAA history, LeBron James made a career-high 11 three-pointers and scored 50 points in a 92-56 win over Minner. 11 threes remains an all-time career high, and James has twice made 9 three-pointers in a game during his 23-year NBA career. 23, the magical number there. Of course, there he is, and his Akron, St. Vincent, St. Mary's teams that he was on were absolutely formidable, and always will be known as King James, all because of what all happened there. And our feature that we have for you, that we started with the new calendar that Aaron's mom got him. Today is Dress Up Your Pet Day, Hot Pastrami Sandwich Day, and Ratification Day as well. Those are your national days of recognition today. I got news for you. Tomorrow, watch for Jesse to be dressed up. So Jesse will have Dress Up National Day, Dress Up Your Pet Day 2, so to speak, because that will happen tomorrow at Petland as we present our Pet of the Year award. And we hope that you can join us. We plan to broadcast live from Petland. Our Aaron Glandon is working all that details out now, even as we speak. And so looking forward to be on the road with you tomorrow for another edition of Litter Media Live. So enjoy the rest of your Wednesday. We're back at it again tomorrow. And again, that entire interview that I conducted earlier today with Pete Ruby, Superintendent of Huntington Local Schools, and Ross County Sheriff George Lavender, that will be available this afternoon on our YouTube channel and here on Facebook as well. Thank you so much for watching. Back at it again tomorrow with another edition of Litter Media Live.